we went through a little name change, ladies and gents, and I'm sure most people are still kind of scratching their heads over it or whatever. Yeah, you might have even texted me, buddy. I had quite a few, like, what the hell is going on here, right? Did something change overnight? Did you get bought out? What went on, right? So anyway, the long and short of that is we've been kicking around the idea for some time of a name change. And most of the reason being is, well, this thing was quite honestly started just on a couple of beer and a bad idea, really. It wasn't ever supposed to be something that, I guess, not that, we're so far away from being, even in the top 100 podcasts of the world. It's not even funny, but it's also gotten to a point where it's gotten a bit of its own personality, and it's got some folks that like listening to it and whatever. So it's now kind of got its own thing going on, right? Its own little zip code, if you will. So we got thinking, we're like, man, we kind of screwed up. Didn't screw up, but like the name is somewhat limiting, if you will. Now, sure, the cars over our shoulders and all the cars we love, like none of that changes whatsoever. But we were like, I wonder if we're limiting ourselves to, say you got some Joe Blow that's just scrolling through podcasts and sees, kind of a catchy title, rolling in my 5.0, like, I drive a Miata. Like, you know what I mean? I can't really warm up to the idea of the whole 5.0 thing, or, that's stupid, moving on. So we're like, well, how do we generic that up a little bit and still offer the exact same thing, like nothing changes? And quite honestly, it probably explains things a little bit more because we're drinking beer and we're sitting in the shop, Yeah. And I guess further to that too, after I got thinking about this name, I was like, some of the best times that I've had, or at least the best conversations that I've had in my life, typically were in a garage or a shop, It's kind of the guy's like leather couch shrink room, Everybody lets their hair down. Everybody just come as you are and tell some war stories. If we talk cars, if we talk business, if we talk self-help, whatever, it's all under the roof of the shop. And so, yeah, that's kind of where Shop Beers came from.
Love it.
Yeah.
No, it's true, though. I mean, I've been a listener as well for quite some time now, and I love the fact that it is so much more broad than people think. You get into something, you may start in the topic of Fox bodies, but then who knows where it'll take from there. And I mean, I think that you, Chris, and a lot of your guests have been incredibly insightful on so many different topics. So great idea. I'm all for it.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, because funny enough, like from a feedback perspective, and actually, even if we don't get like the physical reach out style feedback, like just if you look at the back end of the podcast and where your listens come from and stuff, it never fails. It's the ones that are kind of these heartfelt, like, I don't want to say advice because we're not necessarily trying to give advice, but just telling your own story, and maybe there's something someone else can take away from that. Those are the ones that always do the best. So I don't know.
I think like you said, they're relatable to so many people. It's those things that all of us kind of get challenged with in life that it's great to hear other people's perspectives on it.
Buddy, I mean, I think that's kind of the new way of like almost reading a book, but it's a little bit more reality based and live, if you will, is just hearing other people's perspectives on things, which, I mean, that's a whole thing in itself, right? We're kind of in a world that operates around headlines and whatever else, right? And God forbid you miss the headline, then it's up to you to make up what you think happened, right? But I don't know. Yeah, I quite enjoy it. In long form discussions like this, I think you really start to get a feeling for like how a person thinks. You hear the other thing too is like you get all the emotion, like you hear the highs of the voice and the lows, and like I don't know, it's more there's more oomph behind it than there is just like reading a story or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But the downfall with it, I would say this is probably the biggest downfall with podcasts is you kind of need that time of your day to do it. Like if you're, I don't know, an analyst, let's say like stock analyst or something, like I don't think you could cloud your mind with something in your ears and focus on what you're doing.
Probably not.
Yeah. Like you got to be doing something that you can almost do in your sleep. Like
Yeah.
whatever, pulling wrenches, hanging lights, sweeping floors, whatever it is. And then that's where whatever you can enjoy these things. I also actually think that is it's almost the best way to absorb a lot of the nuances of the conversation too, is if you kind of got the monkey mind busy doing something else, and it's almost like your subconscious just hears what's going on. So anyway, that's my rant on it all, dude. We did have some people though that like quite honestly physically reached out and they were like, what the fuck is going on? And we're going like, yeah. I was like, whoa, like everybody calm down. I mean, we did. The worst part about this, and this kind of justifies the, I guess, half-assed nature that we started this whole thing in, is we never did something like the 5-0 Asylum Boys did and build like a secondary Facebook group or something to that effect. So we really don't have the ability to go like, hey, everybody, here's what's going on. So it was just like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, let's do it and see what happens. Not even really thinking that when you go to open up all your pods that you're subscribed to or whatever, and you go, what the fuck? What happened to the role in my phone? Is this a conspiracy theory? Like, what's going on, right?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah. So anyway, hopefully we've ironed out all the wrinkles. But yeah, anyway, going forward, beers in the shop.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's when the best things happen.